Turn it over to 13 First Alert Chief Meteorologist Bryan Scofield. Bryan, we're seeing these storms headed our way right now.
Well, you got one storm that's kind of pushed through Summerlin.
Okay.
There's not much more going on in the valley, but that just gives you an idea of how volatile things could get for later on. But we don't see a complex of storms really pushing through the valley. But dark clouds, that's all you need to see. And you folks are being kind enough to send us your pictures and your videos, and we love that. We just had some numbers up here. Most of them disappeared. And the cooler spots were Summerlin and Spring Valley, because those are the spots that were getting rain. Can you see the spots that aren't? Those are the ones in the middle 90s right there. So interesting stuff. Desert Doppler, there you go. Actually, you're somewhat impressive as it came in across the mountains, across Red Rock Canyon, and we saw it really punch in. Once again, it's just beyond now Town Center, and moving up through you folks in Centennial Hills, likely to see some of that before it's all said and done. But right now, it's just showers. It actually developed pretty quickly and brought down about 1/10 of an inch of rain. That's pretty good. That's not flash flooding, but it's still pretty good for a very short period of time. So that has lost its signature of really intensity, and there wasn't much intensity with it, but enough to cause for maybe you might call it a downpour. But the big downpours are in the upper elevations. That's where all the lightning strikes are. Most of you folks have not been hearing the claps of thunder from that last one, but definitely from the ones we're watching over the Sheep Range. Keeping our eyes on Lincoln County, but you can see down to the south, still a few more, just kind of running along the 15 and certainly over the upper elevations. So once again, not a big wide complex of thunderstorms moving across the valley. Doesn't mean we won't be watching them. And Futurecast is not doing a good job of grabbing onto them. Notice it's not showing anything through the 5 o'clock hour. So maybe that is the case, but I'll show you this. As we get through the evening hours, it's not punching in much in the way of storms, and it has a hard time this time of year and with these small storms to grab them. But in the overnight hours, watch how we get into Saturday morning. That's when we start to see some more development. So this will be something that lends itself to the weekend as well, at least the start of the weekend. We'll be watching that closely. So 70s overnight tonight. Tomorrow, we're talking about another chance for some storms across the valley, and certainly middle 90s. Nice to see those temperatures. Let me give you a little weekend look here. We definitely got some 90s coming up and sticking around for the weekend. Sunday looks dry. It doesn't look like we'll have anything Sunday, and then thereafter drier yet. And then it looks like a little bit of a cool down, legitimate cool down, although we probably will increase some cloud cover and moisture. Either way, not bad for the end of next week. Okay, back to you, Leslie.
Thanks, Bryan.